Hi, welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a topic that can be incredibly challenging for many families, and it's the navigating the relationship with adult children who have narcissistic traits. So we're going to explore the difficulties, the behaviors often exhibited by these individuals, and what the research says about this complex issue. I'm Marie Morin. I'm a therapist and a wellness coach. Let's get started. So this video, we're going to put the lens on the adult children. However, if you're watching this right now, all of these characteristic traits, entitlement, manipulation, grandiose thinking, are applicable to parents as well. But we're putting the lens on adult children since I've had so many requests and so many people talking about this recently. But we will be doing the flip side, which is when parents have narcissistic personality traits and adult children estranged. I hear from a lot of you. I hear from parents who are usually upset because my presentation of information tries to be non-biased, to try to give to you what the adult children are saying, what the parents are saying. But in this video, we're going to focus a little bit about something that I hear a lot of the parents talking about, which is, hey, my kid is entitled, and that's why they cut off. And I find this very, very important to talk about because there is some relevant anecdotal and in my practice research from what people are telling me. And then when I get to meet some of these adult children, there is a degree of this going on. So let me tell you a little bit more about what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing is people are saying, you know what, when I have been so involved in my adult child's life all along the way, but in fact, I have done way too much. I've given them everything they've wanted. They've had every opportunity. They grew up in a fairly well-off home. Things were really good. They got to do sports. They went on vacations. They did all these different things. In fact, I even paid for XYZ. In fact, I was still paying for XYZ. And guess what? When I put a boundary up and I said, no, hold on a minute, we're going to make some changes, then these adult children pulled away from the relationship. So this information that I'm hearing from parents, of course, has to be tempered with, well, what's really going on, because it's just one side of the story. But it is important to realize that there is a population of individuals, and they could be adult children, and they certainly can be parents that have narcissistic traits. So Jeanette Raymond, a licensed clinical psychologist, explains we all have narcissistic aspects to our personality that help build self-esteem and self-worth. But the difference with NPD is that the person has a persistent way of constantly feeling wounded, wronged, and victimized, and they just can't tolerate your success when set alongside theirs. So what does it look like when an adult child has narcissistic traits? So here's some common behaviors. The first one is entitlement mentality. So narcissistic adult children often exhibit a sense of entitlement, feeling they deserve special treatment, or that others owe them something even when they've done little or nothing to earn it. And this can manifest as demanding special treatment, expecting others to do things for them, not showing gratitude, and needing constant admiration. The second thing is lack of empathy. So they may show little concern for the feelings or needs of others, making it difficult to maintain close, supportive relationships. This lack of empathy often leads to, of course, strained relationships in families, and the dynamics can be frustration, resentment within the family unit. And the third thing is the hypersensitivity and low self-esteem. So even though they could be very grandiose, they can individually have this fragile self-esteem that may react strongly to criticism or perceived slights, making communication and conflict resolution particularly challenging. Let's delve into what the research says on estrangement and the reasons adult children whether they have narcissistic traits or not, become estranged from their family members. Okay, so remember, estrangement refers to the emotional or physical distancing from one or more family members, and the research identifies the most common that the adult children say is betrayal, abuse, and poor parenting. All right, so we know this, and this is in Kylie Agalias's book. But she also includes other contributors such as divorce and separation, mental illness and addiction, pressure from in-laws, third-party alienation, which also includes parental alienation, all right, non-normative stressors and unanticipated losses, life cycle events, stress pileup, and domestic violence. But when it comes to adult children with narcissistic traits, these factors can be amplified. Their sense of betrayal or perceived slights can lead to dramatic and prolonged estrangement. So the research indicates that estimates of how many people in the United States have narcissistic personality disorder range anywhere from 0.5% to 7%. But how could we possibly know? Because many individuals hide their narcissistic behaviors or thoughts, and they don't really think it's necessary for them to go get help. NPD is more common in men, with estimates suggesting that 50% to 75% of cases affect males more than females. Living with or being in a relationship with someone with NPD can be extremely challenging. And here's some behaviors to look out for in adult children who may have narcissistic traits. Manipulation and control. They may use manipulation to control situations or people to get what they want. This can include guilt tripping, lying, using charm to influence others. The other thing is superficial charm. Many narcissists can be extremely charming and persuasive, often masking their true intentions and making it difficult for others to see manipulative behaviors. Another is the inability to accept responsibility. So they may refuse to take responsibility for their actions and often blaming others for their mistakes or failures. And this can lead to ongoing conflicts and a lack of resolution in family disputes. So understanding these traits and behaviors can help manage our relationship with narcissistic adult children. However, it's important to seek professional help if you find yourself struggling to cope. Well, there are therapists and estrangement coaches out there and support groups that can help give you support to deal with your unique challenge posed by the relationships. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please subscribe, share, and we'll see you in the next video with more insights on navigating complex family dynamics.